Good day to you peeps, Liesl here again, and finally coming to us all with the very latest bits between the bits. More boxes have arrived, so no chit chat, straight in. So yes, more boxes have arrived. I ordered a Lucky Dip from Cigars in London, that's in Mayfair, and they sent me a very nice selection. Yeah, I did leave a review a couple of years back saying I was making guitars out of these, so did several other people. And it's worth doing that because then if they know what you want them for, they will tailor your order. And I couldn't have handpicked better myself, so I'm very pleased with these. I've received 15 boxes of various sizes, shapes and extravagance. And I'll quickly run through one or two. I have a selection of them here. So, straight in. I have yet another cabinet box. Crow. There are crow's feet and things on here. You can't really see them, but you will sometime soon. It's come with these nice wooden inserts, which are very useful when you're building also. So there's that one. I was very pleased to receive these two. That is the Avo Uvasian, if I pronounce that correctly, probably not. And this Comanche box. This one, because I've got one the same, almost identical, but it's larger. So we might have a pair of instruments there. And this one, because I had this box exactly the same before, and I wrecked it. And I was disappointed because it's such a pretty box. But yeah, it's a box. As I say, I did order these from London, so they came very quickly. Excellent customer service down there, by the way. And I was very pleased to receive these. There's this one here, which is a Monte Cristo. It's a J Quartz. And this Havana box, whoops, moving on, because they're plain, right? Basically, these are totally unvarnished. They're not coloured, they're just plain wood. So, yep, you've guessed it. More homemade ecological wood stain is on the way. Some of you will remember Tone, and there he is. And he started out this colour. So that really does show you just what you can achieve. And I'll do more on that soon because it's a while since it's been a little while since we talked about that. So there we go. I'm kind of rushing through a bit because there's a bit to get through, as usual. And so at the beginning of this video, I did do a brief intro on Gemma. And you will remember, if you were around last summer, that Gemma is an instrument of my own invention. Hence, she is a Gemma because her name is Gemma, as she was built in Gemini season, which you can see. And I'm saying I invented this one. So, yeah, I can say what I like. But the reason I'm presenting this is because 1 year later we are back in Gemini season. Now, I wanted to build another one of these, but somehow, you know, I felt the universe was telling me you can't build them out of season. So we're only going to get one a year because, yeah, I couldn't build two of these in a month, right? But I have started on another one, which is our nice little surprise. And again, if you do remember back to last December, it was about the 28th, that was the last time I bought a consignment of boxes. And I think we were calling it Cigar Boxing Day. Now this little box here, this Hemingway, did spark a lot of interest, not only with you, our wonderful community, but also me, because of the unusual shape. This nice Hemingway. And ever since then, yes, I've been pondering what to do with this one. Now I decided to use this box to build another Gemma. Yep. And I've been working away behind the scenes on this. I'll show you how far I've got. So, I've built the neck. And you can see that the headstock on this is at a proper angle. Now for that, I actually cut what is known as a scarf joint. If I stumble my words, it's because by hand anyway, these are difficult. You have to cut exactly 15 degrees and it has to be nice and flat. Obviously, I won't be showing you that in this bits between the bits. I've had varying success with cutting these, but I think this one's about the best and it has worked out. So I've pegged the headstock onto the neck. It's a very strong joint, that, by the way. Yeah. As you can see, quite a fancy heel. It's also been pegged. I've only got a couple more weeks to complete this in, by the way. And that all slots quite nicely into there. Now this one's going to be an acoustic, because the original Gemma, throughout the whole build, I was having problems with the electrics, and then after she was built, the electrics failed. Now, I'm not opening her up again. No, she's too precious for that. So that kind of made me think, really, these should be acoustic instruments. They do make a nice kind of retro medieval sound. Medieval punk, if you like. But as you can see, I think this is going to be a little beauty because of the shape of the box. One or two other things. And yeah, obviously that's not really, that's just the blank really. I'm going to work more on the headstock, put a backing on there, so we've got a nice finish to this one. And I will be continuing with this, absolutely. Shout out to you, Brand 64. Your automated works of art are pure genius. I've got a very old sewing machine here. It's made in 1926, and I was thinking, I wonder what I could do with that. But seriously, anything with a windy handle appeals to me. And if you've seen Brand's videos, you'll know. And if you haven't, I do suggest you hop across to his channel and watch them, because his inventions are pure works of art and inventive genius, if I may say. So cheers, mate. Yeah, because you give me a lot of inspiration for these. I will come up with something with a windy handle. I'm determined to do that now. And this is Liesl Cigar Box guitar. So yeah, you all know where we're coming from there. So yeah, another Gemma is on the way. Just got to shape the neck really. Put this one together, one or two finishing touches. And this one also will have diatonic fretting. So I have the fretboard here. Haven't done the frets yet. But that's going to slot nicely onto there. A little bit of a resonator to overhang the sound hole. I don't know if I can show you really, because the whole thing just tends to fall apart in my hands, but I'll try. So that'll go together like that. So I'll have something like this. Fretboard and the little overhanging piece, which does make a nice resonator. Now, I kid you not, the thing I love about Gemma is she never goes out of tune. I've never had to tune her in nearly a year. She just stays in tune. And I'm not sure why, you know, the precise reason why this is, why she holds a tune better than like nearly all of my other instruments, but she does. So I'm going to see if this little one will be the same. Yeah, that'll be interesting. Absolutely. And yes, the long-term guitars, a couple of suggestions from community members. Sunny Girl, still working on her. I've done the neck and basically the heel. This one's going to be pretty much a straight through, but we're going to use a bureau hinge for the saddle. Done a bit more to the neck, still needs quite a bit of work on it. But to give you a rough idea, she will eventually look something like this. So I've not been idle, have been working away. And this one, again, I know it's been quite a while, but if you were around last year, or was it early this year, Susie Gemini, she did make a suggestion when I said, what on earth am I going to do with this box? And she did suggest something that hid a secret inside. You know, one of those things that is more than it appears. Like the hollowed out books in the old gangster movies where you could hide a gun inside and that sort of thing. It is well on the way, but as it is such a secret, I'm sorry, I still can't show you. There's quite a lot going on inside here now, but I can't show you, not yet. Hoping to have this one finished up though very shortly now. And then you will be able to see the secret inside. Keeping you in suspense? You bet I am. So there's that one. Yeah, so plenty to come. Yeah. Watch this space. So that's about it really for this very belated bits between the bits. But as I say, we have been busy and we have been doing one or two other things. So yeah, that's it. That's it anyway for that part. So what next? Well, we will be continuing with everything that I've shown you here, and we will. But as I always say, and as we always say, especially when we've been doing a lot of these kind of quite bougie and complicated things, what time is it now? It is time to go back to your diddly bow. So next up will be a diddly bow. I think diddly bows have been a bit neglected on my channel recently, and you know they're my favourites. But look at this pretty box, which I've nominated for our next diddly bow build. Now I have got to do a very thorough mopping in this apartment because the carpenter's fairy dust is starting to build up in the corners, and I think basically by the time I've done that, the mop will be ready for replacement. So we're actually going to use the handle of the old mop very traditionally to make the diddly bow. So I can't wait because I've not done a diddly bow in ages and I'm missing them. Yes. So there it is. So peeps, if you have made it to the end of this video and you've stayed with me till the end, thank you ever so much. You won't be disappointed, I hope. Obviously, any more suggestions you have, do put them in the comments. Always pleased to hear them, and I do read them all. And yes, they do become these marvellous instruments. And so there it is. Enough for me for the time being. But I will be back very soon to show you the progress on these. And the little acoustic Gemma. I Can't wait to see how this one turns out, and most of all to see how this one sounds. And yeah, whatever else really. So that's it from me. Leaves only for me to say, as always, wherever you are, do stay safe. Whatever you're doing, do stay blessed, and whatever life brings, keep building. Okay then, peeps. Bye for now. Bye.